Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode in my foot draft series. Now, I did want to do this whole foot draft thing live, but my friends are over, and I just wanted to record a video because I wouldn't have time anywhere else to record a video. So I decided to record me doing a foot draft, and I'm just gonna do voiceover for these few episodes of foot draft, and then eventually I'll start doing face cam and live commentaries. But basically, as you can see here, I just speed this up because it's more interesting when this bit's live, but I didn't really want to drag through the whole thing and just waste a load of time on me picking the team. But normally I will do when I'm doing it live and stuff, and you can see why I pick the decisions. But you can see with the players that I'm going through, and you can see my team. So you see I got Team of the Year Messi and Team of the Year Modric, which is pretty good, two pretty good picks out of the whole foot draft. And here's my bench. My bench did play a good part because, as you can see at the moment, I only had Okazaki. In the whole foot draft thing, I didn't really get a good striker. Okazaki was the only striker I got, and it did not work with the team I was going for. I was going for like a BBVA team, and Okazaki did not work because obviously he's in the Prem. So I ended up putting Bale up front because I did get Bale, and he was like the only option I could use. So I ended up going with Bale, and this is pretty much just it of the team. So we're going to get into the first game. I think I just flip around a few players and just move on from, just try and make the chemistry better because at the moment it's 88 chemistry and that wasn't the greatest. So I did manage to eventually flip a few players around, make a few changes to the squad. And here, I'm just deciding who whether to put Messi up front or Bale up front. It was a hard decision, guys, because eventually I think I do change Messi and Bale around, but here I decided to stick with Bale because I just thought he would be best up front. But then, obviously, eventually when we get through further in the series, you'll see that I do swap them around. But here I'm just going through the managers. I didn't really get a good manager at all. They're all BPL or French. I didn't want to use a French one, so I just went with the one that gave us the most effect, which was Tony Pulis. But I think I go with Mark Hughes because they both give the same effect because they're both Welsh. And I had Welsh and Premier League players on the bench, and Bale obviously. So I ended up going with Mark Hughes, and the overall rating of the foot draft wasn't actually the greatest at 176. I like to get it over 185 normally, but we just had to go with that. So here's our first opponent's team. He has 80 chemistry, which isn't great. But he had Team of the Year Ronaldo, obviously, and Aguero and Sanchez and informed Ramsey. David, who's that? Is that Alaba at centre back? I think he had Alaba at centre back and Koscielny, so they're two decent centre backs. So this guy was obviously going to be a tough opponent. And going into the first game here, we're against Flex Superior, but we do manage to try and get an early little chance there, but nothing really came of it, to be honest. And Bale here plays the ball over to I don't really know who Bruno, sorry, passes it back to Bale. This is such sweaty football, to be honest, but the chances just kept getting blocked, and it was a really tough match. I just couldn't get past him, but we did manage to get a nice with Connor Plenyak. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but he's probably one of the best players on my team. He did get a shot off, it hit the crossbar, and we fight for the ball back. Modric wins it back, Modric finesses it, but the keeper saves it again. It's just one of those games where I just could not score, and it was just end-to-end stuff. I just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. It's like the game just didn't want me to win. You know those games in FIFA where EA just screw you over big time and you just can't get the ball in the net. But that was how we finished it at half, 0-0, a pretty stalemate half. I was dominating, but I just couldn't, like I said, get the ball in the net. And just with the final third was just letting me down. And the closest we got was hitting the crossbar and then the rebounds again. As you can see, obviously he's beating me on possession there, but I had I had no shots at all. So it just proves. But Conor Plenyak here with a nice scoop turn. He's just such a good player, guys. I would recommend picking him up. Here just dribbles past and then finesses it into the far right hand corner. Beautiful finish, guys. I think I'm going to sign him for my team, or my actual ultimate team, and change it from a BPL squad because he's just amazing. I would, to be honest, say I haven't really tried out Ronaldo, but I mean, he's probably up there with Ronaldo. But as you can see here, we just broke away with Messi, and he put it in the back of the net to make it 2-0. This is, I think, where my friend told me to put Messi up front instead of Bale, and it made an instant impact. So he kind of took all the credit for that. But that is actually how that game ended, 2-0. It was a pretty boring game, but 3-0 actually. Did I show the third goal? Oh, I think I've missed the third goal. Oh well, guys. We won 3-0. As you can see, this is our second opponent. He's got Messi, Ronaldo, team of the year Messi, team of the year Ronaldo, Suarez, Neymar. This team was just so scary. 186 rating the whole squad was, which is crazy. But we do get the first chance of the game here with Bruno. I really did not think I was going to score in this game. I thought I was going to lose it. Even all my friends were telling me I was going to lose it. But Bruno, this guy is also a very solid midfielder. This BBVA team is very, very, very good. As you can see here, he brought out his keeper, messed up, and Messi was just able to slot it home, making it 2-0. And this team was just so solid. I mean, it didn't have 100 chemistry, but it's just such a solid team. And here Messi picks up the ball again, finesses it, and it's 3-0. This guy making another mistake, and in the 25th minute, we're already 3-0 up. But unfortunately, we do give a penalty away, and obviously Suarez is going to step up. And I dived the right way, get a touch to it, but unfortunately it still goes in. Here Messi taking on the defenders, taking on a few defenders, and just smashes it home for his hat-trick. Messi was just such a good decision to put him up front, and I suppose I have to thank my friend for that decision. But here Messi breaking through, keeper manages to get a hand to it, catches it, and then throws it out, and then that's the end of the first half, guys. Finish the half 4-1 up, an amazing first half. Here we break through again though in the second half, scoring really early on to make it 5-1. That's Bruno, I think, sticking the ball home. And I think this guy does rage quit, but Bruno, as I was saying, is a great player. And here in the 50th minute, Bale breaking through. Oh yeah, here it is, Bale scores. I don't know what he was doing with his keeper there. He brought his keeper out and we were just able to put it home. Bale scores to make it 6-1, and the guy ends up rage quitting. So as you'll see here, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you guys are new. Can't wait. I hope that you guys like this episode, and I hope you can't wait for the next episode. That was it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.